Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Career Mode RTG. We are second in the table in an automatic promotion spot and heading into January, where we are looking to find a backup striker to Semenyo. I was initially wanting a first team striker to start ahead of him, but your feedback is that you would love Semenyo to stay as my main man through the middle at this particular moment in time, meaning that I'm leaning heavily towards a loan deal for a striker to come in. And we have a number of options available to us. Hackford, Cowell, Fofana, Rutter, Kouame, Parrott, Armstrong, Acuna are the options we have currently on the list. Armstrong and Acuna we're still waiting for final scout reports on. But we have a preference, we think, that we came to in the last episode, but we can't really concentrate on the transfers yet because we have some rather important league games to play. Nottingham Forest at home is a big one. Then we've Crystal Palace away, who are also chasing us in the playoff spots, as you can see there. And then Huddersfield and Birmingham City are the remaining games of the episode after we've, of course, had the cup game against Wimbledon. Birmingham sat there in 7th and chasing a playoff spot. We might sim Birmingham, we might not. I haven't decided yet, but I definitely want to play Forest and Palace. But there's a full week between all of the fixtures, which is good news for us. Unfortunately, obviously, coming on the back of that 5-2 win over Bristol City midweek. Not everybody is fully fit for this first game, but we will be able to deal with that by just swapping a couple of players around, and we'll be able to throw players in that can have a big difference. Right then, I'm going to go and sort my team out, and then from there, we will go and play Nottingham Forest. Of course, we are looking to loan Falcon out once he comes back from his injury, which should be in a couple of weeks' time. There will be 2 to 3 weeks to try and find him a move, which is what we're going to look to do. Right, let's put Joey Ironside on the bench. We are short on numbers at the minute, of course, but it's because we're looking to bring some players in. So, let's do some football, and then we can do some transfers, right? Drop the video a like if you're enjoying, of course. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more content here on the ChesnoidGaming YouTube channel. And I'll see you in a moment. Forest then bring with them Thomas Lechty. Of course, he is in goal now as we signed their goalkeeper. Laurier at right back again. Umbe So and Joe Worrell at centre back alongside Scott McKenna. They have Angel Marchant at left wing back. Brian Hayder and Lamine Fomba in the midfield, with Brennan Johnson on the right, who's now 82 rated. Alex Myton on the left, and Sam Surridge through the middle. We have, other than you saw, drafted Jack Lancaster in on the right-hand side for Cade Gordon. Again, just purely through stamina, but the side should be strong enough to be able to get a result here against Nottingham Forest. Obviously, the automatic promotion fight is close at the moment between ourselves, Fulham, and Sheffield United. And, well, hopefully at some point, one of the other two will fall away and we can be confident enough that we'll get automatic promotion, regardless of whether it will be the title or not. That's what happened in our FM save. We battled long enough at the top so that eventually the 3 to 5 horse race for those 2 spots became just a 2 horse race to decide who was going to win the title. Unfortunately, it wasn't us, but we did go up in the end quite comfortably. Albeit it took me 7 years to get out of League One, so certainly hoping that it's not going to take that long to get out of the Championship here. We could make it to the Premier League in the same time on FM it took me to get to League One, get to the Champions. I'll say that again. It could take as long in the FIFA save to get to the Championship. Get to the... Oh my God. You know what? You know what I mean. It took me 7 years to get to the Championship on FM. It's going to take me 6 years, hopefully, to get to the Premier League on FIFA. Oi, oi, oi. I got my tongue in a twist there, didn't I? Wasn't even a proper tongue twister. Where you going, Larry? Thank you. Fumba. Oh, Peterborough scored against Fulham. That could do us a real favour. Not the team that you want a favour done by, but I guess at this stage, any favour by any team is handy enough. Oh, Drama very nearly didn't get that under control. We'll work it away, thankfully. They'll sort of having some familiar faces to play against here, but hopefully he'll be able to remember that he's playing against them and not for them, and he won't let some goals in. Clean sheet would be lovely. Elijah Stone, nice run there by Harmer, and he'll find Rudoni, who has got the option out wide here of Cole Palmer, who finds Rudoni again with good footwork. He works the space to find us the opening goal of the game. 23rd minute. Cambridge 1, Nottingham Forest 0. Rudoni back up at that striker/centre forward role and doing the business. Quilt out wide to McCallum. You can see he's on the move there, Cole Palmer, but he went too soon. The ball wasn't able to find him before Laurier stepped in. Brennan Johnson player we definitely thought about signing. In the end, we went with Cole Palmer on loan. I think that was probably the right decision because Cole has been very good for us. Fomba, here's Sam Surridge. They might want the equaliser, Derek Ray, but we are determined not to let them have it. Forcing Larrier backwards here, and we're defending resolutely so far. Just putting numbers in front of the ball, but they're getting numbers forward too. Nice tackle by Drama though, and despite... it's a poor pass from Drama as well. Despite their numbers forward, they haven't yet found a way through, although they may well do so now, because normally when I talk about stuff like that, I end up getting jinxed. Ready? Sam Surridge to Alex Myton. Oh! Good save by the keeper. Very nearly jinxed myself. Brennan Johnson with the shot. They'll still do Hayes with the stop. Brennan Johnson will deliver the corner himself. It's deep, but Drama's underneath it. He gets caught underneath it, and Fomba powers home the header. The jinx did happen. It's 1-1. Sheffield United have scored in their game. They take the lead against Huddersfield Town. It's a Yorkshire derby, South versus West, or technically West versus South, given who's at home. Looking for Jack Lancaster in behind here, trying to put the pressure on the defender, but we can't do it. We look like we're going to be drawing 1-1 at half-time, which hopefully is still better than what Fulham are doing. And we are 2 points clear of Sheffield United, so even if they do win, we should stay above them on goal difference. So I believe, as is, we are closing the gap on Fulham and maintaining the gap. No, not maintaining the gap. Closing the gap on Fulham, but staying in second, even though Sheffield United are closing the gap. Fulham have equalised against Peterborough, so the gap will stay the same then, at 2 points. But they're still very much within one game's distance. Enough so that if they lose and we win, hopefully when we play them, we can go above them rather than just level with them, and it won't come down to goal difference. What would be nice, though, is if they draw and we win, then we can go level on points with them now. Where are you going, though, Fumba? So patient in their build-up. It makes you nervous because you think they know what they're going to do, they know what they want to do, and I can't predict what it is that it's going to be. They've taken Drama out there, and he's going to have to come off now, and he's injured and he's hurt. That's not what we needed at this stage of the season. A big injury to a first-team player. I hope he's not out for long. Just try and get him that right back so he might get a bit of a boost. He gets a +3, as you can see, top right. Dear Cody, please don't be out for long. Otherwise, we might need to find a right back in this transfer window, as well as a striker. Was a strong challenge. I've not said what the injury was, but... changed the squad in the Palace game. We don't really care about the Palace game at the moment. It's only this one. The Fulham one and the Sheffield United. At the minute, no other sides really threaten me below. Or for the title, for automatic promotion. It's just the three of us. Get this out to Cole Palmer. And go back inside to Rodoni, who spins well. And there's Harmer. It was poor of me to try and find that gap. 10 minutes into the second half. It's still 1-1. No goals, but we have had to make a change. Oh, wow, there was a penalty to someone. I'm not sure who it was, actually, listening to it. But it's still 1-1 in that game. It might not be 1-1 here for long. It still is, though, because Hayes makes a very good save. Brennan Johnson getting himself in 1v1. That was dangerous. I haven't really been on it in this second half so far. I'll lift this over the top for Rodoni. Not Rodoni, by Rodoni, with Rodoni, looking for Lancaster. Now we'll look for Rodoni. And he's got Elijah Stone making moves. And Elijah is found. Cole Palmer's made a run, but he just dipped offside. Quick 1-2. There's Conde. Harmer to Rodoni. Caught there. We'll take the free kick, actually. Thank you very much. Alex Myton picks up a yellow card. This is, as we would say if we were playing FM, Charlie Holmes territory. Harmer probably has the best free kick of anyone on the field right now. Pop a lot of power behind it. Try and get a green timed. Which I didn't, and it's gone over the bar. Brennan Johnson. I know where they want to go. Just trying to stop them doing it is the issue. Mora. Oh, what a through ball. And what a miss by Aktogolu. They won't get a better chance. He sliced it under pressure from the keeper rushing to him. And he's absolutely spooned it into the stand. Scott Twine on for Cole Palmer. We've also brought Semenyo on up top for Rodoni now, as he was tiring a little bit. Hopefully, Semenyo can make the difference up top for us. McCallum, I wanted to get it into Elijah Stone, but it just didn't quite open up for me. I could now, though. But the pass is too close to the defender. 6 minutes to go. There's a goal somewhere. Please. It's Fulham that have scored. Peterborough are going to let us down, it seems. For Christ's sake, Borough, can't rely on you for anything, can we? Larrier down the right-hand side. Delivered well and delivered... Oh, my God. It was floating over the keeper until he got to it. That was really awkward from Hayes, but he managed to tip it over the top. Johnson will take the corner. That's away by Scott Twine, thankfully. 2 minutes left in the game. Mbeso to Actagolu. Please not Mbeso from there. Oh, it just won't change the man I wanted. And you knew when it did that they were going to bloody well score. I wanted the man that was stood in front of the guy that had the ball. But it changed me here, it changed me there. And by the time I was able to figure out what the fuck was going on, they scored the bloody goal. Oh, shit the bed, lads. We've not had an issue with that for a while, but unfortunately, the one time we have an issue, it's cost me a goal. I wanted to swap to Helmer here, number 19, so I could close the ball down. And you'll see it if you watch it back. Go back a few seconds. You'll see it go to this guy, into that guy, into this guy, but not that guy. Oh, and you're so busy concerned trying to get the game to change to who you want that you don't pick up the markers. And you concede the bloody goal. Oh, for Christ's sake. We're going to lose 2-1 at home against Nottingham Forest. There goes our automatic promotion spot at the first time of asking today. Plenty of opportunity to get it back again, but not the way I wanted to start this episode. We've got an injury now, and hopefully he's not out for too long, but I bet he's out for 7 months. It's going to be just my luck. Sheffield United win. Fulham win. We lose, and that's us down to 3rd. Wait for 7 months. Just wait for it. 7 fucking months! Typical. Brilliant. Cheers then. Right, so I need a right back now as well. Drama is out for 7 months. He's not back until September. Josh Key comes in. Now I need a fullback. Sheehan can come in there. I'm going to need someone on loan, please. I'm going to need a right back on loan, please. Liverpool have shown an interest in a short-term loan for Kirk Falconer. Well, he won't get much better experience than playing at a club like that. You don't expect him to get much first team experience, but just quite simply training day in, day out with players of the quality that are at that club would be remarkable. I'll think about it, Arlo. I've thought about it. You're not getting a game. Sorry, pal. Falconer is back. Player returns from injury. Adam Armstrong, final report. He's 81 rated at Stade de Reims, so we will lean away from that at for the time being, but he may well be an option for us next year when we look to buy a striker. But for the time being, we are looking to loan someone and give Semenyo the chance to fire us into the Premier League. Wimbledon away, I'll start it with my full-strength side so that we can get a decent result. We win by 3-1. Palmer with the brace and Cade Gordon with the other. We are looking at a number of right-backs now. I'm scouting them. So we'll wait and see what the scout reports say. Sorry, Arlo. Oh, you were really pleased to be involved. He must have come off the bench. Your desire is a plus, mate. Your ability is a minus, I believe. I don't think he's actually that good, TBH. Where even are you? There you are. 84 pace, 75 dribbling, rubbish shooting and passing. I mean, he's perhaps able to make an impact off the bench, but not really. Right, I could try and loan Dunn out. He's already grown up one since coming into the starting fold, but for the time being, until I'm able to loan someone else in, I'm going to need him to be backup for me. We are going to play the next game, which was Crystal Palace away from home at Selhurst Park. But hopefully, in the meantime, we'll get some scout reports back on a number of the right backs I'm looking at. And then we can make a decision. In fact, I have had now all of my feedback back on the strikers, so I can make a decision there. Kirk Falconer has gone to Liverpool for the rest of the season. Real Madrid now want Rory Dunn. Why? He's 69 rated. He's not played a single game of football in his entire career. Why are Real Madrid, Tottenham and Newcastle sniffing? That doesn't make sense. Obviously shows how good his potential is in game, and it's the game registering that potential, but yeah, not the one. Changing him to a centre-back makes him 62 rated. 80 jumping, to be fair, he's not got bad pace on him. He's just not that great technically. But we'll try and improve his technicals by giving him a bit of improvement here. We'll go for sweeper. And, well, 1 week is all it's going to take for him to grow there, which is good news. Right, I'm actually going to go and loan a striker because I think I know what I want. Or rephrase, I think I know who I want. Cowell was the one that stood out to me. He was 79 rated, I think, and may well have gone up a bit since we last looked at him. He's on 100 grand a week, though. Yikes. That is a lot of money. But as a loan, like Fofana, Rutter, even Kouame, later on in his career, could be permanent signings. I could even also perhaps look at Acuna from Chelsea. He's on £84,000 a week. He's really quick, really strong, and not quite so deadly in the finish as Cowell. But Cowell can play in different roles, right mid, left mid, compared to just the left mid for Acuna. To be fair, they're both decent. I'll try Cowell. I think I'd rather Acuna over Hackford, TBH, although Hackford does look good. I'll try and loan Cowell, because we have that working relationship with City before, as we've mentioned, with loaning in, Cole Palmer. We'll go short term. We only want him on a 6-month, if he'll accept that. I might need to ask for a year just to get him to accept it. If they'll accept 50-50, that would be great. Obviously, money isn't an issue for us right now, but they'll accept 50-50, and hopefully Cade Cowell will agree to come to us. That would be the dream scenario. For now, though, we shall crack on towards that Crystal Palace game. If he joins us before then, great. If he doesn't, not to worry. Loan declined. Okay, we'll try again then. Tournament prize money's been drawn. Okay, so the Huddersfield game's been moved, so we should have another cup game in there. We do. It's Brentford away. Huddersfield at home in the league has been moved. That's not a problem. Well, we'll try for Cade Cowell again, and we'll give him, or we'll just bid for a 1-year deal, because sometimes just going for, oh, will I even be able to yet? No. I'll go for Acuna then. And I'll have to go, for some reason they just don't like accepting short-term loans. So I'll go for a year, and hopefully he'll accept a year. He wants 2 years, or Chelsea want 2 years. That might screw me out of that deal. I can always terminate the loan at any given point, can't I? So that's not a problem. Oh, you want 60%? Fine, whatever. Just let me have someone on loan, please. That's all I want. Just give me a bloody striker. I'll show you the right backs after the game against Crystal Palace, because we should have our scout reports back by then. But for now, you will join me at Selhurst. Oh, they're back. BRB. Antonio Acuna has turned down the offer to join us on loan. I think it's purely because it doesn't like 2-year or short-term loans for you as an incoming team, which makes no sense, but it's an issue we've encountered before. Now, some of the free agent right-backs look very good. Kiana Hoover is 24 and looks, well, just really good in general. He and Nelson Semedo are probably, considering we're only looking for a short-term loan, probably not the ones to go for. Yes, they're good, but well, I don't want to artificially make my team worse just for the sake of trying to keep it as realistic as possible. Maybe 6 months for Kiana Hoover would help improve his reputation enough to get him a move to a bigger club, perhaps. I could also try and loan Henry Lawrence, who we've had on our shortlist previously, and he's not bad. But then again, it would probably want me to loan him for a year, etc. So let's approach to sign Kiana Hoover. I'll try and get him on a 6-month. If I can't get him on a 6-month, I'll just release him. I'll release him in the summer, because this is purely a short-term loan alternative. So I'll put 1 year, hopefully he accepts. They will, that's fine. Disregard release clause, and he can have whatever he wants wage-wise. Kiana Hoover should come in then for, I believe, 6 months till the end of the season. I think that's how that will work it. And it does. Perfect. A loan from the free agents. Kiana Hoover will give us first team cover for the rest of the season, meaning Dunn can probably go out on loan. So maybe we look to do that and improve his potential. Although I still want to use him as a rotation here. I don't necessarily want to dull his potential though. What is it? Where are you? You're a right back, aren't you? We're changing you to a left back. Showing great potential. Well, we'll loan him anyway. Go on, son. Off you go. Get some first team experience somewhere. Right. We'll try again for a striker after this game. But Crystal Palace away next. The sun is beaming down at Selhurst Park, although I bet it's pretty brisk in the middle of January. Alejandro Iturbe in goal for them. They've got Marcelo Vigans, Jake O'Brien, who's only 62 rated, Omar Alderete and Ethan Laird as their full-backs. Obviously, Ethan Laird we could have looked at for right-back loan if he was still at Man United. He's not. He's gone to Palace, so we can't. Oscar Valentin is at CDM alongside Zidane Iqbal and Will Hughes. Then you've got Raksaki on the right, Teo Bongonda on the left, and Luke Plange to form a Derby man through the middle. Crystal Palace chasing a playoff spot. We're chasing an automatic promotion spot. So let's go and get a win. Keanu Hoover making his debut, and hopefully things will go a little bit smoother for me here than they did against Nottingham Forest. Raksaki. Oh, he's giving that straight to Sam McCallum. We'll gobble that up, thank you. Work that left. Drop the shoulder, get it inside to Barrera Martins, who we certainly missed in that last game. Elijah Stone forward to Hoover, and here's his first touch. His first action is to play a very good pass. To be fair, he has 89 short passing, Keanu Hoover. So I'm certainly expecting him to be pretty decent in the pass, to be completely honest. We'll get this out to the left back first. Cole Palmer's tucked central a little bit. Rudoni finds Semenyo. Rudoni's going to go again. We'll go to Cole Palmer. Okay, we won't. We'll go to Rudoni. And we will keep it. And Cole Palmer will look for Semenyo, who's opened the face of his body up and buries it brilliantly. I thought for a minute the defender was going to get a block on it. He didn't. 1-0 Cambridge, although that did happen in the last game and we lost. So we won't get carried away, but it's certainly a positive start. Well done, Antoine. Can't quite get there. Ethan Laird can't quite get there either. Here's Bongonda again. Ethan Laird. They do have some very good players in their team, don't they, Palace? And we know they're good because we've seen their league position. Oh, Jesus, they are so patient in attack and it makes it really impossible to deal with. Thankfully, not entirely impossible because Doyle's got a foot in there. Just get there ahead of Ethan Laird, and Rudoni does have the pace to get away. We'll look for the ball in. Oh, it's a brilliant interception from Alderete. He needed to make that work, and he did so because Cade Gordon was going to be in there. Oh, man, what a breakaway that could have been. Lovely tackle by Sam McCallum, and we've got plenty of options in the middle, actually. We'll go here to Rudoni, and we'll look for Cade Gordon again, and he's away from the man this time. Alderete is here, and again he gets in the way. I perhaps should have gone for the pass, sorry, the turn before the pass. Teo Bongonda with a little back heel. The ball forward. Here's Luke Plange. Back to Zidane Iqbal. Raksaki can only really go out wide. They've got runners everywhere. Zidane Iqbal's going for a worldie, and Pace has to make the save. Corner's coming from that far side by Raksaki. For some reason it's a name I struggle to say quickly. And it's going to fall kindly to Barrera Martins. Rudoni, unfortunately, has turned into Plange. And Bongonda shoots against McCallum. But the ref has given a pen. Why, mate? What are you doing that for? Elijah Stone, the man in question. Oh, he stepped in to try and block the shot. Yeah, just as Stuart Robertson said, penalty yes, yellow card no. Luke Plange, he's going to take it. And he's going to bury it well. Sends the keeper the wrong way. Palace are level. It's a nice ball into Bongonda. He's not got anyone on the overlap. He does now. Comes Will Hughes. Hoover will look to get back out to him. If he impresses Keanu Hoover, we could look to extend the deal. But I believe I'd like Drama and Josh Key to be our right backs again next year. Depends what you guys think. If you think Hoover impresses enough to warrant getting a permanent move, then we will look to do so. Oh, I just can't cope with the movement. Oh, and I very nearly fouled him again. Got a toe on it to poke it against the shins of the Crystal Palace man and get it away. They're making a change. Patrick Vieira has managed to keep his job despite Crystal Palace's relegation. To be honest, managerial change, there isn't a manager market, is there, in FIFA? So he'll always keep his job regardless of what happens to them. They could end up in League 2. It'd still be Patrick Vieira that's in charge of them. Sam McCallum inside to Barrera Martins. Talking about someone going to Utrecht, but we don't really care about that league. Not in this save anyway. Obviously we do at Ajax over on Facebook. But for the time being here, we're not worried about teams in foreign divisions. We are solely concentrated on the English hierarchy. Hoping to get to the top of it. Rudoni. Hoover's out here. Lofted in. Oh, he's won the header well, Cade Gordon. Questions whether that should maybe be a foul for throwing him to the ground quite so abruptly, but I think it was more Cade Gordon throwing himself onto the back of the man in front of him than it was a foul from the Palace man. Regardless, it was a half-decent effort. Nice header there by Semenyo. Semenyo's who I'm going to look for here. Header from Sam McCallum. Cade Gordon tuck back. Look for Semenyo through the gap. Oh, it's Rudoni! Off the bar! Really good first-time chance that comes back off the woodwork. We might not get a better. in looking for a goal to go in front again. Unbelievable. Barrera Martins wins that back beautifully. And Rodoni just needs to keep the ball away from the Crystal Palace man. Semenyo was offside. 20 to go. It's still 1-1. But it could have been 2. That's a good header. Stone gets there first. Gordon finds Rodoni. Rodoni gets that to Barrera Martins, who finds Semenyo. No, he doesn't. Jara Riedewald off the bench, and his first interaction is to put in a brilliant slide tackle. Here's Luke Plange. Ball moving about nicely here for Palace. Plange again involved. We've gotten it away from him, though. They've got Norwich next, which is a very tough game. We've had a number of difficult fixtures against Norwich over the years in this save. I'll go all the way out wide to then come back central to hopefully find the space to get the goal. Antoine to the rescue again. Semenyo is the man up top for us. Cambridge 2, Crystal Palace 1. We do have a second now. Not sure what the scoreline is. Oh, 1-1. That goal was to equalise for Fulham. They were trailing at Craven Cottage to Luton. We're going to get a free kick here, are we? We are indeed. I'll call a man short. Please. I'm calling for it. Are you coming? Oh, I've accidentally selected Semenyo there. That's annoying. Never mind. I am going to get it to Stone. Barrero to Gwilt. The fact that Fulham are dropping points would be huge for us. Semenyo finding the space. Looking up wide. Caught there, Semenyo. Oh, it'd be a good place for a free kick, as it was in the last game, but I ballsed that up last time. Josh Key pulling it back for Antoine. Laying it back for Hema, who has decent finishing stats. It might bobble free for a Cambridge man. It won't. O'Brien will work it away. There is 90 seconds left for Crystal Palace to find an equalising goal, but they will not find one. I couldn't quite get there. Please, ref. Please, ref. Thank you, ref. A win! And closing the gap on Fulham as they were drawing against Luton. We hope they still were late on. The gap to the top of the table will shrink again. We just edged that. They did draw. Sheffield United, I think, are actually going to be top now with that win midweek. They're not. Fulham are still 2 points clear of them and 3 points clear of us. But a transfer bid for Elijah Stone, which we will reject from Espanyol. Thank you very much. And players, Hema saying he still wants more football. You are getting some. So, chill your bean, pal. I know you're down as an important squad role, but you wouldn't sign anything else. So it's kind of your fault, actually, if you don't mind my saying so. Right, I'll remove those other right backs from my list because we don't need them anymore. Bye, 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 bye. And we'll try and loan a striker in again after the Huddersfield game. A loan bid for Dunn from Famalicão. Presumably Portuguese Football Club de Famalicão. Not a loan to buy, thank you. You can have him on a loan and on a short term, but not a loan to buy, Tar very much. Right, Huddersfield Town next. We can sim with a full strength side, and we should be able to get everybody fit again for the game against Brentford too. Give me a dub! Oh, give me a dub! Oh, Rodoni and Gordon! After Josh Koroma gave them a 1-0 lead, they gave me a dub. Right, next round of the FA Cup. I don't know if we've actually achieved what the board wanted of us yet. It's the 4th round, so I don't think that is the round of 16. I think, yeah, it's going to be the round of 32. I need to win this to satisfy the board. And it's against Brentford, so I don't know if that's going to happen. I've got you in mind. Don't worry, Jibril. You will get some more first-team football throughout the remainder of the season, but for the time, but in fact, go on then, you can start against Brentford. I will start him against Brentford. Conde's loving his football at the moment. Right, let me. We'll play the game against. But no, go on, fuck it. Let's try making decisions 5 times in my head, backwards and forwards. Let's try and loan Cowell again, and I'll try and get just a 1-year loan rather than a short term or a 1 year or 2 year. No, because he won't accept a short term. Why won't you let me have a 1-year loan deal? I can't do short term or long term. He won't accept it. I don't know whether if I give him more of his, if I pay more of the wages, whether that affects it. This is going to be really annoying. I may end up having to buy someone or doing what we did with Hoover at right back just to be able to get a bloody striker through the door. I hope that's not the case, but I bet you it is. But it won't let me sign someone. But it won't let me... Yeah, loan decline. It's not going to let me sign someone, is it? Fulham have bid for Jack Rodoni, but obviously we're going to reject that. Dunn is going to go out on loan on a short-term loan to Famalicão, and it's impossible, it seems, to get the board to... or get any player to accept a loan deal on the short term in January. So I might be forced to just buy someone. If I am going to buy someone, it would be someone that is older, like Kwame. I'll have a look. Let me have a look at the bloody free agents again. Let me try one more time to get Acuna. If not, I'll go for Hackford, and we'll try desperately to try and get someone to agree to a 1-year deal, because I think that's the only way that I'm going to be able to get... No, he's not going to sign a fucking 2-year deal though, is he? Oh. Sad noises everywhere, all around. Well, I'll try for Hackford as well, because I... Oh, you're not going to let me loan Hackford anyway. All right, cheers then. We'll take Hackford off. Just FIFA things. Brentford up next then. Keanu Hoover is shattered. Christ knows why. So Okadina can actually start at right back. There you go. We are at full strength. We won't win because it's Brentford. We draw 1-1. Great. So we've got a replay now. Just what I didn't need in the middle of my bloody season. An extra fixture. Meep. Loan declined. Is anybody surprised? No, they ain't. Right. Let me have a look at free agent strikers then, because fuck your transfer system. Dunn has gone out on loan. He will get some first team experience down in Portugal at Famalicão. Presume they're Portuguese. Oh, let me have a look. Famalicão. FC, yeah, Portuguese club. I wasn't sure if they were going to be Portuguese or Brazilian, to be completely honest. Right, advancing a little bit, and the sim against Birmingham is on the way. I'm waiting for some scout reports on some strikers at the moment. Some free agent strikers, because we'll try and do what we did with Hoover. Oh! Kate. Oh, they got a man sent off in the 8th minute. That's not going to help you win a game, Birmingham. Don't want to necessarily spoil the whole how to play football thing, but getting a man sent off after 8 minutes, not the one. That's a strong result for us that will drastically improve our goal difference, which is pleasing. Of course, the board now have decided that they're absolutely fuming with me for no reason whatsoever. Literally no reason whatsoever. I'm still in the FA Cup. I'm top of the championship. I've done that. Only just got to fiddle with a budget slider and we'll complete it. I haven't done that yet, but I've still got the opportunity to. But the board have decided they don't like me anymore. Because, of course, they didn't. There are so many things wrong with this bloody game. And we're not even top. It said in the thing, position first. But I'm not. I'm second. But second is enough to go up, so we're happy. And it really is a breakaway group at the top. Look, 62, 63, 64. Ourselves, Fulham, and Sheffield United in second, first, and third, respectively. We have a big gap down to Forest, so we're not worried about dropping out of the top 3, but we have to be concerned about dropping out of the top 2. We'll start tomorrow with the cup game against Brentford. You can see Norwich, Plymouth, QPR, and Swansea, the other games remaining. But we shall deal with deadline day. I don't know as I'm going to get my scout reports back now, am I? Because they're not going to come in between hours here, are they? Biggest deal so far is Cherky from Lazio to Leverkusen, Erdegaard from Arsenal to Atletico Madrid, and Ramos from Frankfurt to Hoffenheim. Not the obvious. So some of the names I have on the shortlist for striker with regards to free agents are Gabriel Colombo, 20-year-old, not sure if he's any good. Colby Bishop, 30-year-old, not sure if he's any good. And I've got my scout looking at a couple of others as well that I didn't actually add to the shortlist. But I'm in a tough spot at the minute. I might end up having to just buy someone to then maybe sell them next year. Kwame would be my go-to, really, because he's older, he's 29, meaning that he's more likely to be in a position to be replaced sooner to keep the squad moving on and to keep you guys active with regards to your transfer suggestions, etc. So, bollocks to it, I'm just going to sign Kwame. I can't be bothered with trying to get a loan here or trying to get a loan there. We've got the money. I'm just going to get it done. It's just as well we've got the money. Otherwise, I'd be pretty much screwed, wouldn't I? You want Cody Drama. He's out injured for 7 months. Well, what my manager just went, well... is that a gift? Maybe. I've not been wowed by Cody Drama. And Keanu Hoover has come in. If it makes this deal cheap, all right, fine. He's not going to play for me for the rest of the season anyway, so they may as well have him. I'll lessen the transfer fee to like 8, and we might have a deal. They still want 11.1. To be fair, 11.1 is still relatively cheap. We accept 10. You will. Okay, so Kwame's going to come in. What's he on? £37,000 a week. That's fine. I get him on a 2-year deal, probably. I'll say rotation. If he'll accept that, that's great. He wants important. Not ideal, as ever, but that's fine. 1-year deal. No. No, because this will be a more permanent thing. So if you'll accept a 2-year deal, we're happy. We'll have you for 18 months, and we'll look to move you on. And he might be, or will be, good cover for... Here we go. Good cover for Antoine Semenyo for the rest of the season. Right, there you go. So you can go away. You can go away, 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 you can go away. I am tempted to take up your guys' suggestion and sign Pablo Sarria as a winger if I get promoted. He's been in the free agents for 3 years and nobody's picked him up. Initially, I was like, it's a bit unrealistic of me to get him because he's the Di Maria regen and we weren't necessarily in a position to get him. But you guys seem keen, and if someone's going to be unemployed for 3 years, we might as well give him a bloody job, mightn't we? And it'd be a good Cole Palmer replacement. He's absolutely rapid, though. Might change the way that we play, and we'll end up doing classic Chesnoid counter-attacking football. I'll try and not play that way, obviously. We haven't already. Cole Palmer's not exactly a slouch in a straight line, is he? 89 acceleration, 93 sprint speed, and 95 acceleration, 89 sprint speed for Cade Gordon as well. And we definitely don't play that way already, so hopefully it won't change the way that we go about things too much. But Kwame will come on, or come into the fray on the bench, and we have a backup striker, but you guys want Semenyo to remain the starting player, so he will. Now the board have decided they like me again, just because I signed Kwame. Don't know why, because nothing's changed. Literally nothing's changed. Whatevs. £800 million spent so far with 4 hours to go. We get a bid from Lons for Doyle. No. We get a bid from Celta plus Emmanuel Dennis for Elijah Stone. No. Goodbye. Both players staying with me. Thank you very much. 3 hours to go. We're very nearly at the £1 billion mark. I think we will be in a moment's time. Now, Salzburg would like to buy Stone. They're bidding undervaluation as well, which is surprising. Let me have a look at contracts. Does he... Surely he's got... No, because they'll be able to sign him on a free, so his contract's definitely not running out. It won't let me offer him another contract. Kondo, we're going to let it expire. Will it let me offer him a new contract now? No. I'll try and get him a new contract later in the season. We'll wait and see what happens. But even if someone comes in with a bid now, it's too late to try and get anything negotiated anyway. Nobody's come in with a bid, so that will be the end of the transfer window. A little bit long-winded, a little bit frustrating, but in the end, we got there. Am I going to be the only club that did anything? Stoke sold one, signed one. Sheffield United sold one, signed one. Similarly, Queen's Park Rangers. Ehizabwe coming in at Forest, presumably on loan or a pre-contract. Pepe out at Norwich. That's intriguing. We had a look at Pepe, but as you guys rightly said, we kind of raided Norwich a little bit in the summer, didn't we? So it would be a bit harsh to sign 3 of their best players. Araujo out at Fulham, so they've slightly weakened themselves, but fuck all else happening in the transfer window. Right, biggest deals in January. There was another one there to mention. Let's have a look. The biggest one was Cherki from Lazio to Leverkusen, £116.5 million. Then Erdegaard to Atleti. He's gone back to Madrid, but the other half of it. And then Leon Goretzka from Liverpool to Barcelona for 98.4. Jeremy Doku on transfer deadline day as well for 96.8 to Napoli. A regen centre-back, 87, Afonso Borges. Who's he going to be a regen? Thiago Silva, maybe? Thiago Silva regen? It's 87 rated, 5'9" though, but 93 jumping. I imagine he's a Thiago Silva regen. That's the only player that would be of that sort of quality that would have retired by early enough for him to be 24 that I can think of off the top of my head. Ramos there was the previous third biggest. Gonzalo Ramos, 86 rated, has gone to Hoffenheim. Tchouaméni to Liverpool. That's weird, because that's heavily rumoured in real life, Tchouaméni to Liverpool, although from Barcelona this time, rather than Liga. Lacroix to Liverpool went through in December. Farias from Newcastle, 86-80 Farias from Newcastle to Real Madrid. So they're spending some money. Curtis Jones has gone to Southampton. It's an intriguing one. I might have been interested in Curtis Jones at some point in this save. Milinkovic-Savic to Barcelona for 62.7. Joe Gomez from Chelsea to AC Milan for 58.4, following in Fikayo Tomori's footsteps. What's his first name? Jesper Karlsson has gone to Napoli for 57.3. Diogo Costa to Bayern Munich for 56.9. And that's your lot. Darwin Nunez. I'd love Darwin Nunez. I'd love Darwin Nunez at some point in this save, if not a latter one. He's 27, so there's still a couple of years left in him, and he's not at a giant club. He's gone from Lyon to Bologna. So, Darwin Nunez for first-team striker when we sell Kouame. Maybe. Transfer window closed. £1.16 billion spent. Still some growth to come from our young players here. We hopefully will get some more out of them between now and the end of the season. Hopefully some growth to come from our players that are out on loan as well. Hubner is up 3 to 79, which is great news. He is getting that improvement that we hoped he would. Hubner, first team goalkeeper next year. No doubt about that. No doubt about that whatsoever. Great news. Edu, no change to him, but that's fine. Lloyd, no change to him, but that's fine. Bennett, that's fine. Dunn is up 1, but we knew that before he went. I'm interested. Ben Warman, Theo Whitehouse still at 1. I don't suppose Falconer's gone up yet. He hasn't, no. He was already at 79 prior to his injury. Should be fit again, though, now. Okay, Falconer, and indeed he is. Weird. It's wiped his championship stats now that he's moved out on loan to Liverpool, which makes no sense whatsoever because he still played however many games he did in the championship, regardless of whether he's now on loan at Premier League side or not. Elliot Abbott is 71. Jack Holland's grown to 74. He was 73 when he left us, so that's good news. He's going to come back and hopefully be a decent player for us with regards backup next season. Albert Hayward has also grown to 73 too. So one of them can get sold on, probably Hayward, to be honest, because Jack Holland we know can do a bit of a job. Daly up 4. Scott Twine now peaked. Cole Gordon's up 1. Kouame is supposedly peaked already, as has Semenyo now. So they will both remain about where they are moving forward next season. But Kouame will either let expire or sell on in 12 months' time to look to maybe buy Darwin Nunez. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Right, that's going to do us for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the transfer special. I will see you tomorrow as we will hope to stay in the top 2 and maybe just get ourselves top of the championship table. Bit of a stressful episode, but I think we got there in the end and I think we did well. Thank you very much for watching. Appreciate it very much indeed. I'll see you next time.